Good afternoon, Whalers Nation, and welcome to the Nantucket Sports Connection and NCTV's presentation of Nantucket Whalers Athletics. We're coming to you live from Vito Capizzo Stadium for today's varsity boys lacrosse game as your reigning Division IV state champions, Nantucket Whalers, host the Monomoy Sharks on senior recognition game for the Whalers, as we will recognize 6 seniors here in, well, let's call it a few moments. We'll see how long it takes to get the cats herded together. Thanks for joining us here on the NSC and NCTV. I am Chris Morris, your voice of Whaler Sports, alongside the best crew in the biz, baby. We got Charles in charge back. Phew, we survived 3 games without him at the helm, but I think we did a pretty honorable job. Of course, Weston Scott, who joined me for a couple of the games over the weekend, will be on the camera, and our resident lax nut is back in the house as well. Hammy Hurd, the royalty, Sir Hammy Hurd, will be joining and actually taking over the broadcast. I'm going to get things started here, do our senior recognition, and then sneak on over to baseball. We've got a baseball game over at Bacchus Lane, so the boys are going to be taking on Cape Tech coming up here shortly, and they hold their own destiny. If they win 3 games, their final 3 games, they're in the tournament with a play-in game, so hopefully that will happen. The Whalers lacrosse team comes in at 9-5 after a dominant win over the Whitman-Hanson Panthers Saturday afternoon. The final was 15-3 as the Sharks improved to 11-6 on the season with a win over the Vineyard in their last game. Both teams, as of last rankings, would qualify automatically for the tournament. I say automatically. The Whalers slipped to number 5. No problems there. They'll host a couple of games as long as they stay in that top 8. But the Sharks are at number 30, so hanging on. And if they slip lower than 32, they will have to earn their right to play, and they will get to a play-in game because their record is better than 500. So every little point counts here today. Again, the Whalers can win by 7. That's the max they can get as far as points. And of course, Monomoy looking to upset the Whalers and, put a little damper on things come in the postseason. Before we get to our actual game preview, I do want to take a moment and thank our founding underwriter for the sports here on the NSC and NCTV, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation. They've made the children of Nantucket High School a priority of their philanthropic efforts and have continued those efforts with their support of our live broadcasts. The Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, proud supporters of Nantucket Whalers Athletics. NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast. The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Support for the NSC provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Underwriting support for the NSC is brought to you in part by Myrick, the largest full-service law firm in Central Mass, also serving the Cape and Islands. Visit MyrickLaw.com to learn how Myrick can assist you with your legal needs.
Nantucket Ice is about community, camaraderie, confidence, jumping in, and being part of a team. Falling, but getting back up.
And Whalers control. Quick shot.
It's about being part of the culture, friendships, experience. But ultimately, it's about being on the ice. Located in the heart of the island, it's about being a future for our youth our families, our community. Come join us. Be a part of our community.
In 1965, a group of dedicated Nantucket parents came together with one goal: to raise enough money to develop game film for the football team. The following season, the Whalers went undefeated. These parents became the very first class of the Nantucket Booster Club. Over time, Whaler pride has grown into something far more than just wins and losses on the scoreboard.
Once a Whaler, always a Whaler. 1, 2, 3 Whalers!
Una vez un Whaler, siempre un Whaler! ¡Vamos!
What binds us is Whaler pride. It has shaped our island and student athletes for generations.
Whaler pride isn't just a tradition, it's an identity. A legacy for families who choose to plant their roots here in this community all year round. It can bring generations of island families together, and for Wash Ashore children, it can transform an unfamiliar place into a new home. I want to welcome you back to Vito Capizzo Stadium as we get set for our senior recognition. Parents making their way over here. Hey guys, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Good. So we'll meet and then go out in front and then face this way, because then we'll get you guys all on TV too.
Oh,
I know, right? Good. Good afternoon, and thank all of you for joining us here today as we celebrate our Nantucket High School senior boys lacrosse players. This ceremony is a special moment to honor the dedication, hard work, and passion these seniors have shown throughout their years on and off the field. And at this time, we'd also like to take a few minutes and recognize each of them individually with their parents. Our first senior to be honored, number 9, Miles Beaudet, accompanied by Mother Rochelle and Father Rick Beaudet. Congratulations on a great senior year. Oh yeah, we got to get you guys on TV, so get right out there on that line and smile pretty for the camera. Our next senior, number 10, Owen Sullivan. Katie and Father Sean, thanks very much for your efforts. Our next senior to be recognized, number 12, Jake Johnson, accompanied by Mother Fiona and Father Brian Johnson. Congratulations on a fantastic career. Our next senior to be honored, number 17, one of the captains, David Cirillo. Mother Keely Irwin and Father Bob Cirillo. Congratulations. Our next senior, number 20, Timmy Sullivan. Mother Marie and Father John Sullivan, congratulations on a great Whaler career. And last but certainly not least, number 31 in net, Suja Mali. Suj. Mother Gita Nakarmi and Father Sunil Mali. And to our seniors, your commitment to excellence, your leadership, your perseverance has been an inspiration to your teammates, coaches, and the entire Nantucket High School community. You've shown us the true spirit of teamwork and sportsmanship, and we are all very proud of what you have all accomplished and what is still yet to be accomplished this year. As you prepare to take on new challenges beyond Nantucket High School, you will always know that you will be a part of Whalers Nation. We are grateful for the memories you've created right here and the legacy that you leave behind. A huge round of applause for our seniors and wish them all the best in their future endeavors. Once again, congratulations. Get some more work done. That's it, baby. Oh, check. That'll be easier.
Girls are strong. Girls can throw. Girls can play football if they have a determined mindset. Girls don't have to just look pretty, they can pack a punch, believe me. My name is Ashley Klatt. I'm on the Nantucket Whalers football team, and here's my story. Girlhood to me was very different than a lot of people's girlhood. I grew up watching the Dallas Cowboys every Sunday with my dad, my sister, and my entire family, and I just loved watching the game, all aspects of it, and I just wanted to get that hands-on experience. Since I was little, I've been bullied a lot. I'm still bullied. I was bullied for my weight, my attitude. It just didn't make me feel great, and it made me very upset at points, but I have a sense of determination that I just walk through it. Being tackled is crazy as it is, but Coach Machado has taught me that when you're hit physically and mentally, that you have to just get up and keep pursuing and keep fighting until that last whistle. You just have to get used to it, push through, and be that person you know is deep down inside. I empower myself by showing people that she's not just here to wear a jersey and look pretty. She is here to get dirty, get rough, get tough, get to some place where things are possible and things can happen. People will give you weird looks and think, oh, this person, they're different because they're a girl playing a male-dominated sport, but you need to always have that confidence and determination. You will always look back on, I did that. I achieved greatness. I hope I've inspired a lot of girls on this island that you can do things if you put your mind to it, no matter what. If you can trust yourself, you can do it. When I threw a passing touchdown, it felt really good to have that happen to me because me leading my team to victory was amazing and a great feeling, and I still relive that feeling to this day. There's a misconception where girls are kickers because they play soccer, they can kick really far, and a lot of them are kickers, which is also, I give them props because they have to still go to practice and they have to still perform at their absolute best. And having to get hit a million times but still getting up and still pursuing, I'm like, that's me, that's how I feel. And I am so excited that I get to meet these people every game if I get the chance to. And having somebody else that reflects me and how I play is really special to me. Dear future Ashley, I hope we are a coach, whether that is a high school coach, a college coach, or an NFL coach. I hope we're doing something amazing with our lives and we are living our life to the absolute fullest. Welcome to New Moon Fest, Nantucket Empowering Women.
I want to welcome you back to Vito Capizzo Stadium as we had our senior recognition, a great group of 6 seniors. And again, the parents, what a dedicated group, because as my partner in crime here will chime in here shortly, it takes a lot to get them from those little sticks all the way up to elite level high school lacrosse, which is exactly what happens here. And we will see our boys in action. They're back in the field house as we are awaiting the bus still, although I do see the kids rolling off here now, so we will have we will definitely have a game here shortly. Whalers head coach Sam Aloisi has done a great job with his staff navigating a very tough schedule. 4 of the Whalers' 5 losses have come against the top 2 teams in Division III. That's a division up from where the Whalers play. And the 5th loss was to Cohasset. A depleted group went off island and fell to the Cohasset Skippers. So 5 of those losses all to top-tier teams. So to say they have played a tough schedule is an understatement, to say the least. The remainder of the schedule is certainly a lot easier, but not a lot of points out there as far as the playoff and tournament rankings go. But they have cruised through the remainder of their schedule, due in part to the improvement and continued impressive play of Aaron Hanlon. He has asserted himself as an absolute lethal weapon alongside senior Miles Bodette, one of the 6 graduating seniors. He actually transferred back to Nantucket High School and has fit right back in as a formidable attacker and second in the team in overall scoring. I did talk to Coach Aloisi, and David Cirillo will go today, so he'll be back in the X. He is an absolute weapon in the X. Alongside Nolan Moskrop, he has been out of commission for the last couple days, but he's going to suit up and go today. And again, hope he stays healthy throughout the remainder of the regular season into the playoffs, because he is a difference maker, and he can grind it with the best of them. And hopefully he can go here. Both of those 2 guys dealing with some shoulder issues, which is kind of tricky because all you do is throw in this game. It was face-offs by committee in the Falmouth game and the Panthers game, as Noah Stringer and Kaiden Whitfield were a bit more successful against Hanson than that X-Man, as I'd like to call him, Travis Smith for the Clippers. But obviously a key cog for the postseason, and we'll see if maybe those guys get an opportunity today, if Cirillo, aggravates something, or if they just get them some more runs in the X. One of the highlights in the win over Whitman-Hanson on Saturday was the play of Jeremy Jenkinson, albeit not in the net. He scored his first goal as a Whaler, and it was pretty cool getting him into the game and seeing him with a short stick. He had to put some padding on, take a couple things off, and that capped the scoring for Nantucket. In net, obviously, he is a difference maker and will be leaned on in the tournament to anchor the defense, a defense that boasts one of the stingiest in the state, as Coach Aloisi takes pride in the way they play defense. They've allowed just 85 goals. That ranks in the top 5 in Division IV and the top 10 in any division. So obviously, once again, the Whalers have ramped it up on the defensive side of things. Scoring is even. They've scored 122 goals and given up 85, so not quite the dominant offense that they had last year, but plenty of weapons, and it's, a lot of guys can score from a lot of different angles, and of course, headlined by Aaron Hanlon. So let's bring him in here, buddy. How you feeling, Hammy? Obviously, kind of a weird conditioned day, not rainy, not sunny, but January day. It's one of those days where you don't know what it's going to do. We know what it's going to do tomorrow. We've already heard postponements for the games tomorrow, but talk to me about somebody that you think can make a difference today. Maybe it's not a senior. Maybe it's okay. We're having some microphone issues, technical issues.
I'll stay right next.
Yeah, you can stand right next to me. Get on in here, buddy.
My old buddy Chris. I would say honestly, having David back on the field is the critical thing, and just getting him primed for the tournament.
Yeah.
The second season, having him all ready to go with using that fantastic face-off.
Yeah.
The abilities that he has, it makes such a difference, and it is it's so great to see him on the field again. Great to see his parents here today, and I hope he has a great day here on Senior Day.
Absolutely. For Monomoy, they are fighting to stay in that top 32 of Division IV. Head coach Chris Harlow, they've got an experienced squad. They've got 9 seniors, headlines by headlined by captains Jedediah Zimmerman, Harry Michard, and goaltender Jake Giorgio, alongside Tamer Khalil, who's a 200-point scorer, and Jackson Rocco. Both of those guys are bona fide scorers. And, of course, who could forget Rocco's shot to end the Whalers' hoops dreams, that buzzer beater that propelled the Sharks into the tournament and closed out the Whalers season. They have a chance to get a signature win here today, looking to atone for a 13-3 off-island loss early on in the season to Nantucket. They did defeat the Vineyard 13-3 in their last tune-up for this one. So, again, we've got a great matchup on paper. We'll see if it equates to a competitive game, or whether the Whalers can do what they did off island and absolutely dominate. They really need to, as far as the points are concerned, but that's all hearsay and that's all extra, because no matter where they fall in the playoffs, if you would have said we were going to be talking about playoffs after the group that graduated last year, I would have questioned that. I mean, it's a testament to the commitment to these guys that have just kind of, a lot of them been just waiting their turn.
That's exactly it.
So
many kids, starters right now had never started a game before.
Right.
You've got Jake and Tyler and all these other kids. The Yates brothers stepping up to the plate and swinging a home run at this point, and just, well, what they really need to do is make sure that they're better tomorrow than they are today, and the next day and the next day, because there's 1 month left. Little under a month.
Yeah.
Now at this point, even less. Make these the best days of the year that you're going to play, and win the last game of the year.
Go out with a flurry, baby. Go out with a flurry, man.
Best lacrosse, and that comes down, like today is just, it's so important then for them to keep polishing that sword.
Yeah.
Sharpen that sword today by challenging yourself, using those skills that you need to use to be able to win that last game. So important.
And I love it. I saw Coach Aloisi's donning his state champions lacrosse sweatshirt. It's just, it's that time of year again. We start remembering those special times. And, man, we had a heck of a day over in Barnstable on June 17th. It was just magical. And you never know. You make the tournament, and it's anybody's game. We all start 0-0. The next season starts, and you just got to be playing your best that last day, as Hammy said. And I think the Whalers are as talented a group as any in Division IV. You can maybe argue Cohasset, but I think they've got the talent to ride with those guys, even with getting hammered off island. I like that they played them. They got a taste of it. They know what the bar is.
Iron sharpens iron.
And you got to play the best to beat the best, and the Whalers have absolutely done that. Their league schedule obviously is as tough as any, with the two top teams in Division III atop their division, and to throw in a Cohasset in there and a couple other their non-league games. This team is battle tested for sure, and it's just a matter of puppeteering the right lineups and the right numbers, and making it all happen here.
And it's keeping emotions in check and realizing that scoreboard and that clock is the most important thing. But this team looks fired up, though.
Absolutely. They're ready to celebrate their seniors in style.
Just the focus that they need to put themselves in the position to win that last game of the year.
Great stuff. So I'm going to turn it over to Hammy Hurd here. He's going to be on the call. Thanks, as always, for joining us here on the NSC and NCTV. It looks like we got about 10 minutes on the ticker, so we'll take a quick break here and get some microphones figured out for Hammy, and, of course, bring you all the live action of the Whalers taking on the Monomoy Sharks in another battle of two very talented and great groups from the Cape and Islands League. Man, we are just stacked with great lacrosse here on the Cape. Thanks very much for joining us here. I'm Chris Morris. Again, it'll be Hammy Hurd on the call here coming up shortly.
Nantucket Sports Connection and NCTV over the past few years have done countless broadcasts that are both exciting and professional.
Shot, score! Jack Halleck!
I support NCTV's Nantucket Sports Connection because it's a great opportunity to reach island families, support students, and our local television station.
Community media, from my point of view, is organic.
It's power.
Public access, to me, gives me an opportunity to get my word out to the larger community of the town that I can't get to on my own.
This is good programming. This is what people say, well, how come they don't ever write anything good in the news, right? This is the good news.
What we're doing is critical, it's important. We have to stay energized and motivated to do this work in our community, but understand that our real mission is to hold up our part as we encourage others to hold up their part around the planet.
So I was 14, I joined SPNN Set It Up program, which is an after-school program. We created our own TV show that was put out in the public, and I went along, did that till I graduated high school. Currently, I work with Youth Prize. I'm their youth storyteller. I create all their media and content having to do with like telling stories.
It seems like there's been an incessant attack on Black leaders and on Black interests. And we believe we have a right and a duty to respond. Too often we are encouraged to think of ourselves as insignificant and as meaningless.
Getting involved in a way is telling the world no. And we need more people to say no.
People in neighborhoods can now do what only corporations could do a generation ago.
I'm here live from the mud pit.
Disability Viewpoints can cover disability issues at a little longer length, which the local news hasn't been able to do.
I wanted to share all the wonderful things that life has given to me. I thought, what better way to give back to humanity than to just share from the heart.
Conscious programming to me feels like where we want to go as human beings, where we want to feel alive.
It gives me an opportunity to talk about theater, the arts, writing, directing.
Because it's us, you know, it's the community stepping up and grasping onto their own show.
I connect my culture by myself, but Olelo provide a facility for me.
And that gave me the opportunity to go out in the field and actually use the equipment and get more hands-on experience with it.
If it wasn't for that, you know, I wouldn't be where I am doing what I'm doing today.
Not only did people come up to me and say, I saw you on TV talking about your organization, they asked about it.
And that's how I learned the value of being a producer, because you touched one life and a family that was sitting there, brought them together at that time. I really enjoyed that.
This station broadcasts a lot of different things.
Olelo is unique in that it is offered to everyone who lives on this island.
What my ancestors and my kupuna and my parents and family have done, I get to do it in my own way. Growing up, they've instilled a sense of deep responsibility as being able to keep the stories alive.
Without this opportunity, we might lose it one day.
It gives us an avenue in which we can be heard and also be seen.
And I think public access allows that.
It's given me a chance that I wouldn't have had at the bigger markets or the bigger studios.
It's a powerful mechanism that actually makes people think about things. There's news shows, there's entertainment, there's dialogue, there's debate, and that's all healthy. And I think public access gives that opportunity to everyone. I think without it, we'd be less fulfilled, I think, as a community.
Technology affords collaboration that is global and local, and it's accessible. And I think our mission has to be to continue to ensure that this technology remains in the hands of as many people as possible on planet Earth.
Welcome to July 4th, 2023. It is busy and hot here on Nantucket, and we're gonna go see what people are up to. Everybody seems to be having a lot of fun around here, so let's go. What is your favorite thing about July 4th on Nantucket?
Just the amount of people everywhere. Everyone's really excited. Everyone's dressed up. It was super fun.
I would say my favorite thing is the people and the spirit that everyone's just excited to be here and to celebrate, and most importantly to be together.
I'm from London, so this is my second 4th of July ever. Both times I've been on Nantucket, so I'm very grateful to be here. That's amazing. Lovely community. Everyone is so nice, and yeah, it's really grateful.
And what is the best thing about 4th of July on Nantucket?
Nothing. It's pretty insane here, so I try to avoid.
You feel like it's actually July 4th. The celebration feels like very visceral.
Making more money while working.
It used to be when I was a kid, the fireworks. But for now, oh, wow. Going to the beach if I can.
Oh, I just love it. It's such an old-fashioned part of America here. I just love anything that happens on Main Street. We come down for, and usually for the water fight, I bring a bucket in previous years. But this year I understand that it's a little more low-key, so I enjoyed it just the way it was.
And what's your favorite 4th of July tradition on Nantucket?
The water fight.
The water fight, of course, and watching the line of Juice Bar the whole day. It's pretty great. We got all these people waiting for their 4th of July ice cream.
And we have a trivia question, if you're willing to answer. What year was the Declaration of Independence signed?
1776.
1776.
1776?
1776.
You're correct. Great job. Good job! Yes! How many original colonies were there?
13.
13?
Correct. Good job.
There were 13 colonies that became states.
Correct. See? Bottom Max is a history major in college.
Yes, I am. That serves me well. Here I am.
Here you are.
And welcome back, Whalers Nation. This is Charles Douglas filling in for Chris Morris, who is giving us that awesome senior recognition with 5 of our graduating seniors here from the Whalers boys lacrosse team. We're taking on a strong Monomoy program who's coming off of some pretty big wins. They're playoff bound in their own right. But Handy, you were telling me before we got rolling here that the Whalers really need a 7-point victory to get the maximum amount of power ranking scores to make sure they get that top 4 slot in the playoffs.
That's it. They got to stay dialed in. They are in this is basically the playoffs now for them, because they are right there with Ipswich in terms of trying to get that 4th seed, which you are guaranteed 3 home games, which is always nice. And it's good to see David Cirillo back off at the face-off X and bring his skills back to the center of the field. And it looks like we got 12 minutes of the first quarter coming up right now. Let's do it. That's it. Love seeing that. Stay with it. Nice defensive play. With one arm, a little bit of a ward there, this looks like. Say, that's it. Stay right on his hands. Nice. That's it. Now backhand. Backhand. They're going to call push. Nantucket ball. Let's see what we got here. Let's see a nice clear to start out this game. Find the open man. There you go. Exactly. Wheels. Wheels, baby. That's it. We got a clear. Nice. Nice way to start this game. Let's see a little. We got a great save by the goalie. Oh. That second hop. Cam Jenkinson, great hands. Such soft hands. Great scoop pass. Uh-oh. Yeah. Got to make that pass. Nice. Look at this wall. Love seeing this little wall. Great little clear there. Monomoy setting up their offense for the first time. Working the ball around. A little bit of whip in that stick. That is the consequence of whipping a player's stick, is a shot like that. When you don't have control, knowing right where those strings are to make that pass. I mean, to make that shot. There you go. So in other words, he's got some wheels. Goose it. Great, great little stick skill there. A little hockey pass. Okay, set up this offense. Let everybody get on the field. Everybody get a touch right now. Looks like Noah Stringer's coming in. Great grab by Andrick Mooney. Great lefty throw. Love seeing that. That is a huge step in the progress to being a great lacrosse player. Little ISO dodge. Great stick skills. Great stick skills. Lefty, lefty, lefty. Get this. They got the numbers. Nantucket's ball again. Great offensive rebound. You gotta love offensive rebounds on the lacrosse field. Here we go. Back off. Andrick, step in. Great save by the goalie. Jake Grant comes up with a ground ball. Great pass. Great, oh, thinking about the scoop. Here you go, great feed. Time, space, room, great vision. Great shot by Aaron Hanlon, that was awesome. Really, really nice feed from Andrick. Seeing Aaron come against the grain, and that ball was out of his stick very, very fast, and the goalie didn't see it coming. 1-0 Whalers with 8:12 left in the first.
According to my paperwork, that's goal number 36.
Nice.
For Mr. Hank.
With Andrick Mooney, let's see how many assists he's got now. That's his 9th assist. That's huge. Little 50-50 ball here. Little hot potato there. Nobody wanted to grab that. Nantucket's going to come up with it. Nice. David Cirillo, great job. There you go, exploding. Nice shot by David. Exploding. He turned on the Jets there and tilted that field and ran down. Great high-to-low shot.
The Whalers co-captain scoring his 4th goal of the season. Of course, he's usually been our face-off guy who just coming back from a little bit of injury time off.
And letting Kaiden take the face-off on that one to keep his skills going. He's looked really great too. David getting back down for it. Who moved?
The clock's still rolling.
There we go.
About halfway through the first quarter.
Hen with the ball up top. Stringer comes in. Gonna work the ball around once. Jake Johnson coming in. Oh, gonna get this 50-50 ball. Nice grab. A little unsettled situation here. Ken Jenkinson comes up with it. Great, great dodge. Putting the wheels on. Miles Bodette. Working it around. Be great to see every single pass going to the box right now, right by their ear. That's a great throw right there. That's what you want to see. Nice little two-man game. Jake Grant comes up with it. Great dodge by Jake. Out of pressure there. A little under 6 left here in the first. Whalers are up 2-0. Looks like Stringer's going to take a run. Nice diving shot. Great job by Noah. Great shot. Going down. Getting the shot off while he was going down. 3-0 Whalers with 5:32 left in the first.
And goal number 11 for Noah Stringer this season.
Cirillo going back out for the face-off. Love seeing David back at the X. There you go. A little swim. Stay with it. Miles Bodette comes up with it. Oh, nope. We got a scrum. And Monomoy comes up with it. Nope, back down. Still 50-50, little man game there. Man ball. Goalie with the ball now. Monomoy comes up with it. Nice check. Gonna work the ball around. Letting the offense come on the field. Here comes Hanlon and Jake Johnson. Tyler Miller working the ball down. Hanlon with the ball up top. Love seeing these ropes. Great ball movement. Tyler Miller looks like he's going to take a run with that great overhand shot. Forces him back out. Little two-man game. Nice. Go lefty. Go lefty. That's it. Oh, great shot by Andrick. That is exactly what we want to see. Great. Here we go. Boom. Great vision. Great shot. In and out. Shooting where the goalie stick wasn't. Jake Johnson come up with a goal from a beautiful feed from Jake Grant. Great. That whole progression, even from Aaron didn't make that goal. But we had the backup on that shot, and Aaron taking that lefty shot just helps open up this offense so much. I'm sorry, Andrick. Go get it. Go get it. Nice, David. Dominating at that X today. Coming through. Here we go. Right on top. Outside the goal. That was a goal. Beautiful. BTP off the face-off on senior day. David Cirillo.
That was about as casual as you could get.
That was just. It looked like it went around the back of the net. So it was the delayed reaction by the referee to call that a goal. That was awesome. Took everybody by surprise. 3:25 left.
That's 2 goals in 1 quarter from Mr. Cirillo.
That's awesome. Great VTV. Nantucket comes up the face-off off a violation. Tyler Miller coming back on the field after Kaiden Whitfield won that face-off.
Hey, Jordan, Aaron, next time. Jordan.
Working the ball. Nice roll. Great little two-man pick and roll.
Let's go, White. Let me cut. Hey, Tim.
Boom.
Good cut, Timmy.
Got a little more mustard on that pass. Monomoy able to steal that.
Tyler Miller gave it right to the Sharks that one.
Got to get that pass there quicker. Let's see it. It's a good opportunity for work on their clearing game. And that was an easy clear. Aaron Hanlon with some space, getting the stick. Boom. Outside, actually, outside. Looks like we got an unnecessary roughness call on Monomoy. Nantucket going to go up on the man up with 2 minutes left here in the first.
That's number 23 for the Sharks, Cole Stresbick, a graduating senior this year.
Nantucket takes a shot, has a man back, second opportunity, about 50 seconds left. Boom, nice save. Another opportunity here, 45 left, minute 43 left in the quarter. You really want to use this opportunity there to get a. That's it. Great movement. Just too much space out there to cover with a great dodger like Aaron Hanlon. Nantucket going up 6-0 here in the first. The penalty is now waived off, I believe. I'm not sure actually if it is or not, if that's locked in. And if it is, they'll still be man up, but there will be a face-off.
Goal number 37 on the season for Mr. Hanlon. Of course, already celebrating over 100 career goals just a few games back.
Looks like Monomoy took a timeout. Both teams discussing what they need to do to keep, on the Nantucket side, just keep on striving for that perfection that they need for this playoff run. Dial in completely. Put yourself in that flow state heading into the last 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks, who knows? It's all about winning that last game against the other team that has won up until that point.
Whalers, of course, 9-5 until today, of course. Their power ranking right now, they are 2 1/1000ths of a point in number 5 position ahead of number 6.
And you want that extra game at home. You want people riding that boat here. So we want to hit that 7-goal lead right now and maintain that. Right now, it's 1-0 as far as the power rankings are concerned. Cirillo going down for the face-off. Hey, Monomoy doing a good job with that face-off. They went with another guy in the face-off, and they throw the ball away. Nantucket ball with a little over 70 seconds left here in the first. Andrick Mooney bringing it in. Over to Johnson and the handling.
Monomoy can ill afford that kind of mistakes. Already down 6 points with less than 1 quarter played.
I tell you what, Nantucket's moving the ball around really well today. It's a little knock on wood moment there. Over and back. Monomoy turning it over. Jenkinson bringing it over. Looking for the open man. Boom. Tough angle. Great shot by Miles Bodette. Gets it by the angle was closing on him with every single step and gets that off. A beautiful goal. And great vision from Canton. That was great.
Miles Bodette scoring his 18th goal in the season, and of course, Miles, one of our graduating seniors that we just honored. Canton, by the way, I just got the text, has been voted co-captain for the remainder of this season.
Nice. It couldn't come to a more harder working player. The Jenkinson boys are some of the best athletes on this island. And best teammates. Nantucket gets the ball. 10 seconds left. Let's see if we can get a goal here. Let's do a super fast break. One pass, and time is going to run out. As we get here to the end of the first, Nantucket is up 7-0, protecting that point total that they need to get that number 4 seed. Hopefully, even you never know. We'll be right back, folks.
NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast. The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Support for the NSC provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Underwriting support for the NSC is brought to you in part by Myrick, the largest full-service law firm in Central Mass, also serving the Cape and Islands. Visit MyrickLaw.com to learn how Myrick can assist you with your legal needs. NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.
Welcome back to Vito Capizzo Stadium, folks. 7-0 Whalers are up heading into the second quarter here. Whalers coming out of the first period break, and Aaron Hanlon screaming out for the team on 3, discipline, and the team yelled discipline, and that's what we love seeing. Great discipline lacrosse, like right there. Great discipline face-off. Here comes stepping down the field, finding the open man. A little bit of whip in that stick. It sends that ball a little high. Jake Grant back, though, to grab that ball. Working it around. They're going to orbit the ball one time and then set up their play, it looks like. Here we go. Great save. Nantucket back. Andrew Mooney. Smart. That's disciplined lacrosse. That's exactly what we want to see. Great ball movement. They really are moving the ball around very, very well today. You know, that said, Monomoy isn't really pressing on them tremendously, so it does give them an opportunity to another one of those, that whip. Having whip in your stick is a double-edged sword. When it's not right, makes for a very difficult shot. No whip here. Oh, there's some more whip. Got to get that shot a little closer, and that's perfect. He's got to realize that that whip is there and just put that ball right at the crease line. Legendary coach Bill Tierney of Princeton fame and got a national championship at Denver, didn't allow any of his kids to have any whip in their stick. And it got him 6 championships at Princeton and 1 at Denver. I think the sticks were a little different in the 90s when Tierney was with Princeton during their glory days. Working that ball around. Amazing Princeton-Syracuse game this past weekend. One of the best games I've ever seen. Q's coming up with the win, 19-18. Monomoy makes the stop here, setting up their clear. Let's see them pressure these guys and work on that ride. And nice pressure ride, that's it. Great, here we go.
Nathan Holtz unable to secure that pass from the goalie.
Miles Bodette showing some discipline, not forcing that issue there to get all their players back on the field and taking a moment. Here we go, boom, right out front, nice, easy. Great touch, almost a knuckleball by Miles. The soft hands putting that, if he fired that in, that could have ended up right in the goalie's chest, and just saw that opportunity to take his time and slide that ball right by him. That was a great shot. Great vision by Jake Grant, too, seeing him come out in front. The timing was perfect.
Second goal in as many quarters for Miles Bodette. And, yeah, one more, he'll have 20 for his single season here with the Whalers.
9:13 left in the second. Kaiden Whitfield comes up to take the face-off. And they have switched up face-off men here. He's done a very good job here. They've got a defensive player taking the face-off now. Maybe
6.
a long stick midi.
That was number 6, Jedediah.
And he's injured. That's really what it looks like. He's all out there just to do that face-off. He is doing face-offs only. And this is an opportunity for Monomoy to do something here.
That's number 5, Jackson Rocco, the one who gave us the buzzer beater on the hoops court last winter.
Little pick and roll game there. Here we go. Danny Bouchard putting pressure on Monomoy offense to make that play, and here we go, Canton Jenkinson. Nice throw. Oh, wait for that ball. He had him. Canton wanted a goal. Taking their time, setting up the play. Tyler Miller bringing that ball down, working around, going clockwise around the field. Pass just a hair off. Miles Bodette cleaning up the scraps, grabbing that ball. Here we go. Boom. .50-50 ball Nantucket comes up with. Nice play by Monomoy. Nantucket knocks it down. Monomoy comes up. Oh, no, they don't. We got 3 out. Here we go.
Number 25, Harry Mitchard, had it stripped away there from Monomoy.
Got a fast. We had a little bit of a slowish fast break, deciding to slow it up, work this ball around. Aaron Hanlon going behind. Just a hair high. He didn't go over. I guess if it hits his foot on the defensive side, that's an over and back. That was a kick save and a beauty. His foot was a little over the line. That would have been the play of the day defensively. Here we go. Canton, great roll. Nantucket comes up with it, settles it down. David Cirillo. Dishes it to Jake Johnson. Stringer comes onto the field. Working it around.
14, Jake Johnson, that side.
Yeah.
Way over Hanlon's head, throws it away.
Opportunity here for Monomoy to try to do something. And an opportunity for Nantucket to do a pressure ride and shut this down. Like they... Nice. Nice defense. Taking their time working it around. A little over 5 left here in the second. And Nantucket comes up with it. Nice. Great, great. Here we go. Boom. See if needs to go lefty there. That's a lefty shot. That's a goal if that's lefty. Forces him out. Miles Bodette brings it in. Gets it over to Noah Stringer. Just a lot of room. Aaron Hanlon back playing at the X. Boom, a lot of room. Needs to go a little more overhand with that. You could see from his angle from right where I am that the ball was going to sail to the left of the goal. Great room. Oh,
Hanlon
almost
shot.
a perfect shot.
Right at the solar plexus of the goalie. Jake Grant now.
Just clear out, run away.
That's a Mooney.
There you go. Boom. Good looks, very, very good looks. And showing discipline with having the man back. Hey, in the first 5 minutes of this, actually now close to 7 minutes, and Nantucket gets one in. I was saying the Monomoy was showing some great, their defense was playing a lot better, only giving up 1 goal in this quarter. And right off that said, Nantucket comes up with one.
And that was Bodette, right?
I didn't even see it.
I believe
I was looking at how much time was left in the quarter, and Nantucket scored.
Well,
Miles comes up with it, and that's awesome.
Weston,
Number 3.
Weston Scott on the job, doing his best to keep it in frame. And yeah, I believe that's goal number 20 for the season.
That's awesome.
For Mr. Beaudet, and third in this game with 3:36 left in the half.
Kaiden Whitfield back at the X, fighting for it. And number 6 on Monomoy has done a really great job. Zimmerman, Jedediah Zimmerman, playing injured. Relegated to coming right off the field every single time. That is...
Face-offs only.
Kid's got a lot of guts, heart, whatever you want to call it. He's there for his teammates.
It's Harry Machard looking for a friend there, number 25 for the Sharks.
Nice defense.
Brody LaValle back there, number 37. And now back to Jackson Rocco, playing catch with number 8, Aiden Stone.
Oh, I didn't even realize we got Sujin too. Jeremy Jenkinson getting a little well-deserved rest. Kenton Jenkinson doing his thing.
Knocked it right out of the hands of the Sharks, and now he's on the move.
Stay with it.
Clears it way out past half.
Miles Beaudet hopefully comes up with it. Sticking with it. Right, nice, Miles. Great job. Fight. Oh! We got another 50-50. Aaron Hanlon coming up with it. Hey, take a moment wisely. Looks like they're going to set up a 1-4-1. One guy behind, one guy up top with 4 guys in the middle. Semi-Gilman pass on the clear. Soren Edwards finding great vision, finding the open man with the most amount of green in between him and the defensive player. Great ball movement. Still chasing after it.
Jake Grant took a point-blank shot, just went over.
He's in the crease. Monomoy awarded the ball. Let's see a tight ride here.
Less than a minute to go here in the first half.
Nice clear by Monomoy. Great wrap check by Soren Edwards to knock that ball away. That's a push from behind.
Absolutely. Beaudet goes down. But looks unhurt. And he'll field the ball. Only 25 seconds left here in the second
if they
quarter.
pressure it and try to get a goal before the end of this half. Let's get a shot off. That's a good way to train yourself for an end of game scenario. Put the ball in the back of the net. During the tournament. Post! Oh, so close.
Jake Johnson took the shot there, but with 5 seconds left, that might be the last one Nantucket gets this half.
Let's see if we can get one off in 5.4 seconds. Yeah, went for it. End of the second period. We head to the half. Nantucket is up 9-0. We'll take a break, folks, and say thanks to our sponsors, and we'll see you in a minute.
NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast. The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Support for the NSE provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Underwriting support for the NSC is brought to you in part by Myrick, the largest full-service law firm in Central Mass, also serving the Cape and Islands. Visit MyrickLaw.com to learn how Myrick can assist you with your legal needs.
NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.
should not be a matter to be decided by the male-dominated legislatures.
You are each your own wild woman. May we raise and nurture wild women. We are collectively wild women. She unifies us. The voice within who is intuitive, maternal, capable, persevering. Our wild self never abandons us. Instead, she will always guide us back home. And so if you find yourself tiptoeing through minefields of tactics engineered to silence us, the wind herself, the feminine spirit, will redirect your gaze up and away from the fog, away from the fear, the obligation, the guilt. And you'll realize that you just lost sight of her. And so if you too dapple with light, if you shoot photography at night, if you sew dresses made from recycled fabrics, if you quench the thirst of your gardens, if you cook, if you dance, if you sing, or if you howl at the moon, you are nurturing your creativity. You're standing in your power. New Moonfest Nantucket Empowering Women is an opportunity to celebrate our capacity to return to our wild self no matter how far we've strayed. Welcome to New Moonfest, Nantucket Empowering Women.
And we're back here from Vito Capizzo Stadium. This is Charles Douglas, your engineer here, Scotty of the Whalers, alongside the Laxnut himself, Sir Hammy Hurd, and Weston Scott, our own NHS genius in the making on our camera, giving us all the visuals today for boys lacrosse game versus Monomoy. Of course, it is 9-0 coming into the second half. The Whalers must win this by 7 in order to keep their ranking or even increase it in the power rankings as we head into the postseason. Real quick update from baseball. It's 2-0, top of the first inning, Cape Cod Tech ahead of our Nantucket Whalers over there at the baseball diamond. Baseball also making a Hail Mary shot, need to win their last 3 games in order to make their postseason dreams come true. Now here's Hammy Hurd with the second half.
Here we are, David Cirillo heading back out to the face-off X. Hopefully to start out this second half. But he's going up against their captain, Jedediah Zimmerman, who's done a great job at the X, and that is his only job. He is limping around, and he is out there, and he's won the face-off and gotten off every single time that he's done it. And got a 50-50 ball. Tough stick check by Zimmerman, and Nantucket comes up with it, and then they need to get it over.
Was that a block in the back?
No, they awarded it to Monomoy. There we go. And Cirillo comes up with it. Putting the Jets on. Wanting to step down and gets it by. Wow. For a beautiful semi off the face-off goal.
Coast to coast to put the Whalers up 10-0. How many goals is that for Cirillo in this game?
He tilts that field. That is number, let's see what it is here for, that is number, it's the second today, that is number 5. Is it second or third today? 2 or 3. I am not keeping a stat sheet in front of me. That it might be number 3 for David today.
I think you're right.
He's got the BTB. Great stick check by Soren Edwards. Getting it by, he steps out. He shows his aggravation in himself, knowing that he was out of bounds. But it was a great play right before that. And Monomoy do a good job clearing this ball. Monomoy working it around, trying to get something going here in the second half. And they're closest to the game, closest to the ball as it goes out, so they're awarded it. Nice grab. Little pick and roll game.
Number 25, Harry Machard.
The Whalers being up 10-0. I'm not sure if the clock will be running here and we'll end up with a very quick second half if they maintain this lead.
I seem to recall it was 12 points for boys lacrosse in previous games.
That's a push from behind. It's just a violation when it's when there's possession. Nice dodge. Tough. Suge making a beautiful save. And a nice, right there. Stepped out. Great defense by Monomoy there. Decreasing the angle that Jake Johnson had to go to be able to make it over to safety. The two of them forced him out. Let's see
Jackson
if I can do
Rocco
something here.
sending it in for the Sharks.
Setting up their offense again. Soren Edwards, nice stick check, staying right on him. Excellent job. Great low hips. Quick feet, too. Nice save by Suge, love it. Looking for the open man.
Second save in a row of a Jackson Rocco shot.
Hey, great clear. There we go. Miles Bodette. Oh, that ball was stuck in his stick. Andrick Mooney. That was sweet. Great patience. Taking his time. It's like the stick was stuck to the back of the netting, the webbing of that stick. And then it gets it right by the goalie. Awesome touch goal. Caden Whitfield going out. This is going to be tough. Zimmerman's doing a great job at the X. Interesting. Great job. That's Grace under pressure right there. That kid is hurting, and he is sprinting on that bat. If it's ankle, knee, whatever it is. Canton Jacobson. Nice ball movement. Great clear by Nantucket. Back of the net from almost the top of the box. Nice job. Tim Sullivan, love it.
His first goal of the season.
That's awesome.
His first points of the season as well.
Senior Tim Sullivan, too. Senior day here at Nantucket Vito Capizzo Stadium. That's awesome. Great to see. That was a great shot. Rocket, underhand, from the top of the box. That is not easy getting by a goalie from that distance. Let's see if we got out. And we do not, it's 12-0, and we do not have a running clock here.
Well, you know, the rules are rules until somebody forgets the rule, right?
Nice. David kind of figured out Zimmerman's technique on that one. He's doing a little, taking the stick off and trying to draw it back, but does a great job of being there to clean it up afterwards and gets that. Chase it, Shoots. Chase it. Nice. Nantucket ball. Canton Jenkinson bringing it out. Turning the Jets on. Staying, Canton heading back to the defensive side of the field. Looks like they're going to work the ball around once. Jake Johnson, nice stick handling. Tough angle. That's a shot, though. Nantucket ball, 33. Drake Grant backing it up. Cutter. Oh, Jake Johnson had a lot of green grass in between him and any defensive player there. Boom. Man back. Aaron Hanlon at X. Don't let go over. They should win this 50-50 ball. And Monomoy comes up with it. Puts it back down, though. Great vacuuming up by Jake Johnson. Aaron Hanlon back, playing the X. Nice, getting it by. Underhand, low to low. Getting it by. The Whalers go up 13-0 with 6:05 left in the third. And we got Marco Lasciusa going in to attack. Marco had a beautiful goal the other day against Whitman-Hanson. Showed a lot of patience right out in front, waited for his moment, and put that ball in the back of the net. Cirillo taking the face off. Soren Edwards out there, Kyden Whitfield grabbing that nice throw by Kyden. Over to Miles Bodette. Marco Lasciusa.
Come on, Charlie. Yo, set it up. Yeah, I pass it right back to you.
Right out in front. Nice save by the goalie. Monomoy comes up with it. Pretty. The VTB was a good thought in theory, but in practice, you got to put it right on if you're going to do that. It gives the opportunity for this. And Miles Bodette comes up with another goal. I'm sorry. Noah Stringer comes up with that goal. Getting my 6s and 9s. A little dyslexic. And great bounce shot.
Is that his first goal of the game?
No.
No?
I think it's his second. Possibly even third. As the Whalers go up 14-0 with 5:09 left in the third. Let's see, Cirillo goose it out. Nice. Zimmerman is a battler at that face-off X. Get in there. You can't go outside the crease, though. See, right now, that is a penalty. That should not be Nantucket ball. Nantucket's getting one here. Nice shot by Nick Yates. Just going for it. He came out of the box before possession was established. And Nantucket got one by the officials there. And they've got the ball again here. 14-0, 4.5 left here in the third. Aaron Hanlon working it around the back, giving it to Mark. Marco's going in around the crease. We got a push. Looks like we got a push called on Charlie Boyce going in for the first time. Monomoy clearing the ball. Nice. Good look by Monomoy. Shot just a little off. Good ball movement. And they come up with the working it around. Great grab. And after a nice dodge, number 5, Monomoy throws it away, and Ken Jiggetson is going to throw those Jets on again. If there are the Jets. Just not when I called it. Here we go.
Point blank. Nice save by number 9.
Very good save. Yeah.
Jake Giorgio. There in the goal. Another graduating senior for our visiting Monomoy Sharks.
Tyler's got to make that a little more difficult on the goalie. Goalie didn't really move his stick to make that save.
A few brave Whalers fans over there enjoying this action. It is a frigid May 21st. I can duly report.
And that's on the face. And Monomoy gets back. Monomoy doesn't realize. Oh, there we go. Monomoy heading back to take the closest to the shot.
Score update, by the way, from baseball. Nantucket does score a run, so it's 3-1. Cape Cod Tech over Nantucket, top of the third inning.
Nice. Double team. Great grab. Miles Bodette. Look what I found. Find that open man. That's a little high-risk pass.
The clock's still stopping and starting with a 14-0 deficit here in the third quarter.
But in saying that, those are the kind of passes that you need to work on to beat those great teams, to make that perfect feed. So I guess go for it, Miles. They're going backwards here. Nantucket to get this ball back. If they don't get it over in 20 seconds, and Nantucket's going to get there, and Nantucket definitely has the ball back. What do we got here? Awarded the ball. I don't know what Nantucket did, but the ball is awarded back to Monomoy. And they bring it over. Paxton Finch out there, stealing the ball. Nice. Moves that ball forward. Another great. They're going to work the ball around a little bit till they get everybody set. Aaron Hanlon down at X.
Minute to play here in the third quarter. Nantucket all over Monomoy, 14-0. Bit of a football score.
Going into triple coverage, Marco is. He is fearless. Nice. Setting him up here. They can force him out. Little wrap check. Nice. Jake Johnson doing a great job forcing the Monomoy player out of bounds. Jake Grant coming back in. He'll head down to X. Charlie Boyce coming back in.
"30 seconds.
Winding up. Suge, great save. Oh, right on the doorstep, gets one by Suge. Nice shot with 7.8 seconds left.
Who was that masked man? Who made that goal?
Looks like number 10 maybe for Monomoy. That is, I don't have that number. Let's see, yeah, that is number 10, and I do not have number 10 on our Monomoy roster.
We can only do our best.
14-1 with 7.8 seconds left here, and not sure if that is David Cirillo taking the face off. Nice stick check to win that. And
2, 1.
here we go.
And that ball might have gone through the uprights.
Exactly. 14-1. We're going to head to break, folks. We'll see you just in a second for the beginning of the fourth quarter. Well, once again, Whalers up 14-1.
NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast. The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com. The Nantucket...
First hoop, Simpson gathers for Nantucket. Francis over to Aguilar. He'll look for three. Got it! Huge shot from Cup.
Welcome back to Vito Capizzo Stadium, folks. Beginning the fourth quarter here. Noah Stringer taking the face off at the X, and number 6 is not out there now. I think they're giving him a break for the rest of the day, and we have a face-off violation, and Nantucket ends up with it. Daniel Bouchard bringing the ball down. And
shot goes
miss
wide.
Pass there. And Monomoy awarded the ball.
So that's a rule of pass and not a shot then.
Bringing it up, a lot of space here. Little midi clear to a wide open man. Perfect. That's the kind of clear you want. Look at this ball movement. Oh, he takes a shot there. That's a goal. That was beautiful.
Number 8 and Stone. Number 8
Until it
and
wasn't.
Stone triple teamed and loses the ball.
There we go. Ben Yates bringing up the ball. Canton Jickinson. Taking a shot. Nantucket back. Marco LaSouza doing his job, being the furthest man back, closest to the ball after a shot. Miles Bodette going to take his time, work the ball around here. Aaron Hanlon playing the X. Marco LaSouza, almost holding on to it. Just timed that just wrong. It was almost perfect. Ball down. Tried to swing that ball around. That was soft hands by Marco. Monomoy working the ball around. Little under 10 left in the game. 14-1, Whalers are up. Nice shot. Step down shot from Monomoy. A little far out there. Right idea. Nice. Nick Weisentanner in goal. Didn't realize that Nick had come in. There you go. Nice. Go. Find the open man. There you go, Miles. Again. Go. Great save. Great stick handling by Miles.
9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 14-1 Whalers. For our Channel 8 viewers, you're about to cut away to live coverage of the Nantucket Select Board, but we're going to keep it right here on YouTube. Just look up Nantucket Sports Connection. And, of course, our baseball game continues on Channel 1072. Whalers versus Cape Cod Tech. And Whalers are behind 3-1 right now, bottom of the third inning.
Boom. Good look. Love seeing that vision from Aaron. And Noah seeing it too. Shot was just off. Great timing. Boom. Oh, so close. They were trying to get Marco LaSouza a goal. Monomoy awarded the ball, bringing it out. Nice grab. Good stick handling. Seven and a half left to go. Monomoy assessing the situation. Number 3 taking a run until he hits a wall. Nice, Nick Weisentanner, great save. Oh, chase it, Nick. Nantucket awarded the ball. Nick Weisentanner was closest to the ball after the shot. Ben Yates bringing the ball up. Bringing it over. Got a midi back. And here we go. Let's see, get a shot off. The whip in that stick. Marco Lasciusa bringing it in. Little over 6 left. Great. Oh, he's right there. Monomoy comes up with it, setting up their clear. Just a little jump ride here. We got 2-on-1, pressuring them. Man ball. Miles Beaudet ends up with a great, great ground ball. He's got such smooth, soft hands for those ground balls. Monomoy bringing it up, a nice clear. That kid, number 26, is strong. That ball just barely popped out. Canton Jenkinson taking it up, wants a shot, and gets it by from top of the box. 15-1, Whalers are up with 5:16. The clock is now running.
Canton Jenkinson, our newly minted co-captain, with his 4th goal and 9th point of the season.
This game is going to be over in a little over 5 minutes, folks.
Well, if they'd only started on time, Hammy, we could have kept it on TV all the way until select board, but oh well.
Life is what happens when you're making other plans.
Tell me about it. 3-1, by the way.
I think the majority of the people are watching this on YouTube.
I think that's true.
In this day and age, YouTube is it.
Well, we're proud to note at the NSC that, 40% of our viewership is 25 and under. That's unique among any other media produced on Nantucket.
Nice defensive play.
Oh, hard check.
Yeah, exactly. That's where you don't want that penalty. You want to play with that discipline. As much as you want to make a statement, you always want to remain on the field. And a check like that, nice save by Nick.
Jackson Rocco for Monomoy getting good looks, but Nantucket's there.
Yeah, Monomoy is going to go a man up right now on a probably unnecessary roughness call. Nantucket's man down unit is out there. Soren Edwards, Kyden Whitfield, Nick Yates.
It looks like it's Yates taking the seat there on the scoreboard, at least. Number 32.
Nice defense. Nantucket awarded the ball. Hold on.
That's the only penalty, actually. That's the only penalty against Nantucket this whole game.
Wish, for Monomoy's sake, I wish the referee would have called that a little quicker. They've wasted about 10 seconds off their man up.
3 minutes left.
20 seconds left in the man up. Now Nantucket ball. Nick Yates picking up the ball.
He's taking his time as the penalty is now expired, and Nantucket is back at full strength.
Nice. Great vision.
Charlie Boyce with it, number 42, gets it over to Jenkinson.
Getting some experience out there. Nice to see him on the field. And they didn't get the ball over in 20 seconds. Ball awarded back to Monomoy with a little over 2 left here. 15-1, Whalers are up. Monomoy an opportunity here to get a goal. Fast break here. And hopefully number 10 can clean this up for them. Get something going here.
Harry Machar gets it to Rocco. Shot goes wide for the Sharks. Less than 2 minutes left.
Stays in. Push on Nantucket. Monomoy awarded the ball.
Hayden Stone fields it in.
90 seconds left. Yeah, they just keep playing clean. Running clock here. Monomoy has to make some haste. That's the right idea. Get this going here. The clock is running out for Monomoy here to try to get another goal in this game. Nice ball movement until it wasn't. And the Whalers are going to win this game 15-1.
Maybe. They do have another 35 seconds to work with.
This is it. This is it. Now that the whistle has just been blown. And
Whalers cleared downfield.
Soren Edwards looking to get a shot. Going by, 22 seconds left.
That would have been Soren's first goal of the season.
Exactly. Let's get this. If they're going to get a goal, make it quick. 15. Hustle up.
Marco getting it in.
Want to get somebody an opportunity to get something. Oh, Charlie Boyce gets a look. And we got 4, 3, 2, 1. And the Nantucket Whalers take down the Monomoy Sharks, I believe it is. And 15-1. Everybody running to Nick Weisentanner in the goal, doing an amazing job with a 1,000% day, stopping all shots thrown at him. Once again, the Whalers win 15-1, and they look very, very good. Great ball movement. Did what they needed to do, and getting the over 7-goal win to maintain their status, to try to get that number 4 spot. And we've enjoyed having you here today, folks, from Vito Capizzo Stadium.
Monomoy falls to 11-7. Nantucket now 10-5, and again, barely clinging on by the fingernails to that number 5 spot in Division 4.
And do we got a report over from the baseball before we cut out of here?
We sure do. Nantucket has rallied in the third inning, and there's now up over the Cape Cod Tech Crusaders by a 4-3 score. And they've got another man in scoring position on second base with 2 out. Again, bottom of the third. That game is live on NCTV HD, channel 1072, and, of course, on the NSC YouTube channel. Want to let you know we've got some games coming up here that we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, folks. It's Nantucket. It's the weather. Wait 5 minutes. It'll be different. But on paper, we have a lacrosse game tomorrow, Boston-Ladin, a game that was rescheduled from another weather-related delay earlier in this season. Boys lacrosse hoping to end their season with one more game at home to boost those all-important power rankings with the MIAA for getting into that top 4 position. So your guess is as good as mine, folks, as far as whether that's going to happen. But, fingers crossed, and if the creek don't rise, we'll see what happens there with that Boston-Ladin game. And then, of course, Friday, we have varsity girls lacrosse versus the Lions from St. Jean Paul Numero Dos. Weather's looking a lot better for Friday. And then Saturday, girls lacrosse looking to finish their season. I believe that's going to be the senior game versus those dastardly Vineyarders. That's going to be live at 11:15 a.m. on Saturday. And then we're going to wrap up our season with some good old-fashioned Memorial Day baseball.
Nice.
That's right. The clock actually moved there, so a good programming note is that we're playing the Vineyard on the baseball diamond. That game has now been moved to later in the day, in the afternoon. That game will start our live coverage at 1:15 on Monday, Memorial Day, the 26th. It's okay, folks. You're not going to miss the parade because, remember, the Memorial Day parade here on Nantucket is on Sunday, not Monday. And that'll start over the VFW, go through downtown, wind up at the graveyard, and, of course, our tribute to our fallen service members and all of American history. And we'll definitely do something to honor them on that game. So for Weston Scott, our star camera operator, rising senior, coming up here on the camera, and Sir Hammy Hurd, the Lax Nut, This is Charles Douglas, throwing it over to Chris Morris, DC Collins, Frank Schott, and the whole crew over at baseball. Thank you for tuning in. Whaler Nation, final score here, 15-1 Whalers over Monomoy.
The Nantucket Booster Club is a vital link between our community and Whalers athletics.
Volunteering for the Booster Club, it's a blast. More than money, we need members. We need to build our community bigger and better to help our student athletes prepare for the next chapter in their life.